This episode was originally aired on March 29th, 2022. This episode had over 100 downloads. And since it's festival season again, it is perfect right now. There is an update at the end of the episode on festivals. The new title for the episode is Festivals Something to Experience, Extended Edition. Greetings, listeners. Welcome to Consulting Between Friends. I am your host, Michael Holmes Jr. Springtime is here and summer is right round the corner. The weather is changing from cold to hot, which means everyone wants to be outside to enjoy the beautiful weather. One way to enjoy the beautiful weather is going to the festivals. Yes, it is festival time now, where people get to enjoy great music and delicious food. Also, it's a way to spend time with family or friends to create memories for a lifetime. Louisiana is known to be the festival capital of America. In Louisiana, there are 400 festivals that people can enjoy throughout the year, starting with spring, summer, and fall, which means there is a festival for anyone who enjoys something different. In this episode, I will focus on festivals that I attended and enjoyed, that I know you will like to check out. The topic is festivals, something to experience. We will return after a message from our sponsor. Everyone is always planning things, and advertising is needed to make it happen. So, if it's personal or business, let Pinpoint Designs and Images solve that problem. With Pinpoint Designs and Images LLC, you will receive quality work and professional service at a great price. The service that is offered: flyers, business cards, programs, invitations, photo books, ad booklets, and much more. Michael Holmes Jr., owner/principal designer of Pinpoint Designs and Images LLC, contact me by email or social media. Email address is pinpointdesignsandImages@gmail.com, and Instagram Pinpoint Designs, and Facebook Pinpoint Designs and Images. We are back. Everyone enjoys a great music festival. In the past, this did not exist. A person by the name of George Weiner came up with an idea to create a music festival. George was a promoter, a producer, and known as the pioneer for music festivals. George wanted to create an atmosphere for an outdoor festival with music that can be heard by everyone. The layout was important for the music festival because he wanted everyone to experience the same regardless of standing or sitting. George's first project was the Newport Jazz Festival in 1954. The Newport Festival was a success, and lots of people enjoyed the first outdoor fest, so this created an opportunity for George. George's second project was the Newport Folk Festival in 1959. This idea for festivals was just the beginning for George as a career. After creating the Newport Folk Festival, he was hired to produce and create the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival in 1970. After his big success with the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, many other locations wanted his talents to create a music festival. George Weiner was born on October 3rd, 1925, and died on September 13th, 2021, at age 95. Next, I'm going to tell you festivals I enjoy. French Quarter Festival, April 21st through April 24th, 2022. This festival is scheduled in the middle of April every year. This is a totally free festival with live entertainment, and the festival is 4 days long of fun for the whole family. This is a rain or shine festival. The first day of the festival is known as Locals Day. This festival attracts millions of people to New Orleans every year. Before I break down what people enjoy at the festival, we have to understand the history of the festival. The French Quarter Festival was created to bring locals to the French Quarter again to enjoy what the city has to offer. The first festival took place in 1984 after the World's Fair in New Orleans. To make the first festival a success, over 1,500 volunteers got together to make the idea come to life. The first festival was very small at the beginning. The locals who attended liked the idea of a festival in the French quarters. The festival was only scheduled to be for 1 day, but the people in the city of New Orleans enjoyed the festival. Now I will tell you why some people and locals attend the festival. At the festival, you enjoy lots of delicious food that will have you trying a little of everything. As well, some drinks to enjoy the atmosphere around you. Foods like shrimp po' boys, crawfish beignets, and many other foods that you enjoy eating. A good drink to try is Pat O'Brien's Hurricane at the festival. There are many other drinks to enjoy at the festival, such as beer from different breweries around the city. Also, different flavors of daiquiris, which is a frozen treat to enjoy. Millions of people are out enjoying the beautiful weather for the festival. The beginning of the festival is at Whirlingburg Riverfront Park. At Whirlingburg, you will see people with blankets on the ground, relaxing to all the music they hear around them. The festival has over 20 stages of live music from different artists from New Orleans. Types of music you will hear are brass bands, zalico, a mix of Creole and Cajun music, contemporary jazz, gospel, and many other types of music that New Orleans is known for. Some musical artists you can enjoy at the festival are Amanda Shaw, Hot 8 Brass Band, Armour Thomas, and Rockin' Doopsie Jr., and the Zolico Twisters. There are many other New Orleans artists to enjoy at the festival that will have your feet moving. My view of going to the French Quarter Festival. I enjoy going to the French Quarter Festival every year. When I'm going to the festival, I like to make sure that I'm dressed comfortably. The reason is it is very hot at that time in New Orleans. So I like to wear shorts, sandals, or maybe some tennis shoes. And to top it off, I like to have a fedora hat on my head to cover the sun. I like to take the Algiers ferry to the festival. And one reason why I enjoy doing this is I live on the West Bank. This is a good way for me to get to the other side of the river for the festival. Being on the ferry is a relaxing ride. While on your way to the other side of the river, you notice all the people who are out enjoying the festival. You hear the music loud and clear on your way there. So that's really getting you in the mood, which is a great thing. So once I get off the ferry, I'm walking around, looking at all the people. I say, okay, I want to get some food now. So I'll go try something that I enjoy eating or have never tried before. That's right. When you're at a festival, you should try different things you never had before. And another thing I bought with myself coming to the festival, I had my chair on my back. That's because I know I'm going to be here for a while, so I can sit down and enjoy the music around me. As well, a drink of my choice, which I like to have Pat O'Brien's Hurricane. And later, a draft beer of my choice while I'm out there. After I leave Wateringburg Riverfront Park, I like to take a stroll down the French Quarters to the cathedral area. That area for the French Quarter Festival is very nice. There's a good band there all the time. One thing I enjoy there when I go there, I like this sandwich I tried before, which is a barbecue shrimp po' boy. Let me tell you, it is so good. Really good. Also, what they have over there, since it's a nice hot day, you can get ice cream or a snowball. And lots of people be over there. You see blankets on the ground. You see people sitting in their chairs, just enjoying the view. That is my outlook of the French Quarter Festival in my view. After a short break, we will return. We are back. New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, April 29th through May 8th, 2022. The festival is held at the end of April and the beginning of May every year. This is a rain or shine festival. The festival takes place at the fairgrounds, racecourse, and slots. This location is where horse racing is held in New Orleans and many other events as well. The festival attracts millions of people across the country and the world to New Orleans every year. Before I break down what people enjoy at the festival, we have to understand the history of the festival. The first festival was in 1970 in New Orleans. The first artist was Mahalia Jackson, and the second artist was Duke Ellington. For the Jazz Fest, there were many more artists for the first festival. The main person who started the concept of the festival was George Weiner. George was hired by the city of New Orleans to create a festival that highlights the culture and the music of the city. The main focus was showing the birthplace of jazz for the festival. George designed the layout and produced the festival for New Orleans. The years 1976 to 1978 is when the Jazz Fest expanded to 2 weeks long. The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival continues to grow in attracting millions of people to enjoy an array of entertainment with 12 stages of music. The music will consist of artists and groups from jazz, gospel, Cajun, Zydeco, blues, R&B, rock, funk, African, Latin, Caribbean, folk, as well many other forms of music. Now I will tell you why some people and locals attend the festival. The Jazz Fest has a vibe that only New Orleans can offer. From different stages and tents like Congo Square Stage, Gentilly Stage, WWOZ Jazz Tent, Blues Tent, Gospel Tent, Jazz and Heritage Stage, and Lanyap Stage, as well as more created names for stages along with tents. Now, let's get to the amazing part of the festival, which is all the different varieties of food to enjoy at the Jazz Fest. The Jazz Fest has different vendors of food that you will enjoy eating. From seafood items like crawfish monica, which is a pasta dish, shrimp po' boys, or other types as well, mango freeze to enjoy. There is much more food to try at Jazz Fest that I did not mention that I know you will enjoy. While at the fest, you will see people with chairs and blankets on the ground, just enjoying the atmosphere around them. Some of the artists you can enjoy is Trombone Shorty in Orleans Avenue. I know Trombone Shorty personally. Erica Baidu, Rebirth Brass Band, Ludacris, Foo Fighters, PJ Martin, Tank and the Bangers, The Soul Rebels, Young Fellows Brass Band. My cousin Damien is one of the members in the band. Nora Jones, and Cool in the Game. There are more artists that I did not mention for the Jazz Festival. My view for going to the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. I enjoy going to the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. When I do go to the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, I always make sure I'm dressed comfortably. The reason is it's very hot at this time in New Orleans. I usually wear shorts and sandals, or maybe some tennis shoes. The shirt I might end up wearing is maybe a tank top or a polo shirt that is very comfortable. When I'm going to Jazz Fest, I make sure to bring my chair with me. When I get inside and walk around to the different stages that interest me, along with the artist who is on stage, I will stay there for a while to enjoy the music. After seeing the performance I enjoy, I will also walk around to the different vendors that are out there. One year I went to Jazz Fest. I saw a vendor that was selling different hats to keep your head cool while you're there. So I decided to buy one. That was a good thing I chose to buy at the festival that year. Another place I enjoy going to at the Jazz and Heritage Festival is the Gospel Tent. The reason why I like the Gospel Tent is this is where you can hear gospel music at the festival from different churches in the area, along with colleges that come to perform gospel music as well. This tent always be packed. And another good thing about going to that tent is there's also a fan inside, so you can sit down and relax for a while to get out the sun. That's a really good suggestion. Another good tent to check out that I enjoy once in a while is the jazz tent. The jazz tent has local jazz players and other jazz musicians who come to Jazz Fest every year to perform for the public. This tent also be packed as well. And you could take a break from the sun as well in this tent. Like I know you heard me mention, take a break from the sun. When you're at Jazz Fest, there's no shade. I really mean there's no shade. The sun is beaming on you the whole time. So you have to make sure you stay hydrated. I repeat, stay hydrated because the sun will be beaming on you. But other than that, I really do enjoy Jazz Fest. I will go again and again. So this is my view of going to the Jazz Fest. Essence Music Festival, June 30th through July 3rd, 2022. The festival is scheduled during the week of the 4th of July holiday. The Essence Music Festival is the biggest African American festival that attracts millions of people every year. This festival is 3 days long and now has added a fourth day of the festival. Essence Music Festival takes place in New Orleans, Louisiana at the Caesars Superdome and the New Orleans Ernest N. Memorial Convention Center. The nightly concerts takes place in the Superdome. The seminars and fan fest takes place at the convention center. Before I break down what people enjoy at the festival, we have to understand the history of the festival. The Essence Music Festival was founded by co founder Edward Lewis, who was the owner of Essence Magazine. George Weiner is the founder of the Essence Music Festival, and he was the festival production's founder. The festival first started in 1995 from both of these gentlemen. Both founders wanted to celebrate Black essence at its highest level by having a party with a purpose that shows Black culture and how it is important to our roots. From our styles of music, fashion, education, and entrepreneurship mindset. The festival focuses on Black culture and its achievements. From having different seminars on different issues that affect the African Americans community, from life, health, and awareness on multiple issues that African Americans face every day. There are different celebrities and many others who devote to helping the African American community. The Fan Fest, which is held in the convention center, has different sponsors like Walmart, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Ford Motor Company, as well many other sponsors to make the Essence Music Festival possible. Some artists you will see at the Essence Music Festival are Jasmine Sullivan, New Edition, Kevin Hart, a comedian superstar, Summer Walker, the Isley Brothers, and D Nice and Friends. There are more artists that I did not mention for the Essence Music Festival. Next, an interview with a person who enjoys the Essence Music Festival. My guest is Rochelle. Now, welcome her to Consulting Between Friends.
Hi, everyone.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
You had a good day today?
Yeah, today was a good day. Nice and pretty sunny day in New Orleans.
That is definitely right. Are you looking forward to this interview?
Yes, I'm very excited about this.
Well, that's great. Now we're about to start. What festival do you enjoy going to?
I enjoy going to the Essence Festival yearly.
Why do you enjoy going to the Essence Music Festival?
The Essence Music Festival is a chance for people from all over the world to mix a blend of all African American backgrounds. And when I say that, you have people from the South region of the United States, West Coast, East Coast. You even have people from Africa, and other places in the world that come to celebrate culture. What I've learned from going from the Essence Festival is a lot of resources that we in the African American community that we may not be aware of, that the Essence Festival features every year. They try to bring something different. And what I enjoy from that is that you have a chance to learn, like if it's financial fitness or if it's health and wellness or it's just things that's going around the city of New Orleans. They bring that to the forefront. And I think we need to have more festivals like that. That's just one aspect of it. But the festival itself is a culture of music from all genres, whether it's gospel, hip hop, R&B, and soul. I love that they feature up and coming artists and artists that we've known and listened to for years and grown on. So I just really enjoy looking forward to that every summer. It's like that's the hottest thing in New Orleans during the summer months is the Essence Festival.
That is definitely true. I do like how you explain that. When you go to the Essence Music Festival and go to the convention center, that is what you basically see. The seminars do offer a lot of good advice and good information that is very valuable to the African American community.
Yes, I agree. And they need more festivals like that. I mean, of course, they do a little volunteering around the city as well. And that's another opportunity that people who want to give back, that may be from just say California, and they know that, we had a struggle with Hurricane Katrina, other hurricanes where families have not returned. They may contribute to Habitat for Humanities, and they give the African American community from around the world to give them a chance to volunteer to help us rebuild. And I mean, that's what it's all about, giving back. And that's what the Essence Festival means to me, is about giving back to the community. And I think it's a needed festival yearly. And it was missed during the pandemic greatly. They tried to do a little virtual festival, and that was cool, but it just wasn't the same. So I'm looking forward to seeing the people, meeting the people, talking with the people, and just fellowshipping with people from out of town this year for the Essence Festival 2022.
That is good. I'm looking forward to it as well. I do miss going to the Essence Music Festival. I go yearly as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the lineup.
Since you mentioned the lineup, who do you want to see this year?
I want to see the Roots. The Roots have been my favorite hip hop band since I was a teenager. And I mean, it's just something that they bring different to the table. One of my favorite artists is Black Thought. He is one of the lead singers or rapper in the Roots crew, is what they're known for. But I just like that Afrocentric soul that they bring. So I'm looking forward to seeing them on the big stage.
Yes, the Roots are very good. I do remember seeing them last time they was able to come to Essence. I think I want to actually see like Nicki Minaj, and I think I also want to see Janet Jackson because when she came last time, she put on a really good show.
She did. I agree. I enjoyed her show. And, it's like just to see like these people on TV, these larger than life, figures up in close, like, oh my God, look at Janet, like that's a dream to see this kind of stuff. So I think it's an opportunity that if people can get a chance to go, they definitely should check that out.
Well, I like how you just say that as well. What advice would you give to someone who never been to the Essence Music Festival?
So first thing is you want to make sure that you wear comfortable shoes. That is very important. I know everybody like to be cute, especially our ladies from out of town, closed toe comfortable shoes. Make sure you bring cash on you. If you're not familiar with the New Orleans area, make sure you get a map of the location of where you're going. When you're catching Ubers, make sure you get Uber drivers' names. Even though we have it on the app, it's good to confirm when you get in the Uber. Also, check out the different foods in the festival itself and the surrounding restaurants. Also, sunscreen, because even though you're going to be in a convention center, for the different conventions that they have, when you go out in the sun, you're going to want to explore and see downtown and Bourbon Street and the French Quarter. So bring sunscreen. Definitely hydrate, 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 because it gets hot in the summer months in New Orleans. And we have bipolar weather too. So I will also bring a rain jacket that's light that you can tuck away in your purse, or maybe a guy can tuck in his shorts, an umbrella, something like that. Um, those are, I think, great tips to start out with, and definitely make sure you eat a big breakfast that morning of, because you're going to be doing a lot of walking.
That is definitely true. You will be doing a lot of walking, but it's good to see the city in a different light when you're here for Essence.
Yes, I agree.
Since you say you go to Essence a lot, do you enjoy going to the super lounges?
Yes. Now, the super lounges to me bring something special to Essence, because it's almost like that intimate vibe that you can experience with the artist itself. So,
Yes,
like if they had like a little loungy, outside place, the up and close and personal view of that artist, and you can have like the melodic flow of the music and just vibe with the artist. So I think super lounges is very important if people can just catch one act, even if it's not their favorite artist, just dip in just to have that experience. I mean, you're paying, a nice price for a ticket. So try to get the full experience of the Essence Festival. Intermission time, go walk around and see those different super lounges. I think they'll really enjoy that experience.
yes, I totally agree because I enjoy the super lounges every time. It's a good place to listen to different artists who are invited to the Essence Music Festival, as well get some good food from different
Mhm.
vendors that come around, and a drink to wash it all down with.
Right, because there's up and coming artists that maybe featured at that super lounge, and then you see them on TV and like, hey, I saw that guy or I saw that girl. Like,
Hmm.
oh my god, I love her music. So that's another thing. It's a chance to see up and coming, rising stars who may one day be on a big stage.
That is true. Because I remember one time when I went there in the Super Lounge, they had Drew Hill on stage and it was packed. Everybody could not wait to see Drew Hill, but they put on a really good show.
Yeah, one year they had Escape in the super lounge, and I think they made a big mistake because people were like almost passing out to see Escape. And the next time, I think they said it was going to put them on a big stage. So I think that's when Escape was just coming back out. And I didn't
Hmm.
think, they probably didn't think that it was going to be a big hit, but definitely, definitely, it's an amazing experience. It's something, it really is a treat if you're a music junkie like me.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's why I really go every year because I like how they display everything, how they give you some good information, the entertainment be good in different aspects,
Right.
and they mix it all up.
That's correct. That's correct. And I like that it's something for everyone. And
Yes.
every time I was like, oh, why would people want to bring like kids that's like 13, 14 years old?
Hmm.
But it's actually a family oriented atmosphere. I mean, now the kids may get a little tired because it ends a little bit later, but
Hmm.
if they can hang, it's an experience for the whole family.
Hmm.
Maybe not babies, but at least I would say at least 12 and up. Definitely an
Yeah.
experience for the family.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That's how I got introduced to it as first. Went to it with my family and we all enjoyed it. But it turned out I was the only one wanting to go every year. Well, I enjoy interviewing you today on the podcast, Rochelle.
Thank you. I would love to come back again. Maybe we can talk about another topic.
Thank you. My view of going to the Essence Music Festival. The Essence Music Festival is my time of the year. I love to go every year. I prepare to go to the Essence Music Festival very early. First, I buy my ticket 2 months in advance. When it gets close to the festival, I always go shopping for some new clothes just for that night. I usually go 2 days of the festival. Essence is my thing. I love going to the super lounges during the festival because there's always another artist I want to see that is not on main stage. Also, this is a place where I can go get my favorite drink that I would like to have for that night, or try some different food from one of the vendors who are at the Essen Festival. The vendors that come to the Essen Music Festival are restaurants or catering companies in New Orleans and outside of New Orleans. This gives you a chance to taste the food in New Orleans at the festival, which is a great thing. The other thing I enjoy going to is the convention center during the Essence Music Festival. I like to check out some of the seminars that come for the festival. The fan festival in the convention center is a great thing to see. This is where they have meet and greet of different celebrities who come to New Orleans for the Essence Music Festival. Leaving outside the Superdome when the festival is all over with, I always like to walk down Hargis Street towards Loyola. Over there, there's a big parking lot, and usually there's different vendors who come to New Orleans just for the Essence Music Festival. They be selling different products that they have. African American products for your hair and for your skin. Also, there's one vendor I like to go to. He sells hats for the festival. That's right, hats. I love hats. I actually buy a hat every year when I go to the Essence Music Festival from one vendor. Has fedora hats, and those are the type of hats I have a collection of. There's also other vendors when you're walking down Hargis Street that be selling things as well. It varies altogether. So you can see, Essence is my thing, and I continue to go every year. This was my view of the Essence Music Festival. Festivals to check out: Ponchatoula Strawberry Festival, April 8th through the 10th, 2022. This is a strawberry festival in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. At this festival, you can drink and buy strawberry wine. You can eat all kinds of food made with strawberries. Also, you can buy strawberries as well. Bayou Boogaloo, May 20th through the 21st, 2022. This festival has live music from local artists, food vendors from different locations from the city of New Orleans. There are also arts and crafts for sale at the festival. This festival takes place along Bayou St. John. While at the festival, you see people in canoes and laying on an inner tube enjoying the bayou water. Mug Bug Madness, May 27th through the 29th, 2022. This is a crawfish festival in Shreveport, Louisiana. This is a 4-day festival you and your family will enjoy. You can eat all the crawfish you want at this festival. This festival takes place downtown in Shreveport. There is live music from local artists, and this is the biggest Cajun festival in Louisiana. At this festival, you can enjoy a lot of Cajun food as well. Greek Festival, May 27th through May 29th, 2022. This festival, you can enjoy Greek food and music. You can drink and buy Greek wine to enjoy at the festival. There is a tour of the cathedral of the oldest Greek Orthodox church in America, located in New Orleans. You have a chance to learn about Greek culture and understand Greek history as well. Creole Tomato Festival, June 11th through the 12th, 2022. This festival has live music from local artists in New Orleans. At this festival, you can try delicious food that is made from Creole tomatoes. Also, you can buy Creole tomatoes as well. Satchmo Summerfest, August 6th through the 7th, 2022. This is a music festival that celebrates Louis Armstrong in New Orleans. This festival takes place at the New Orleans Jazz Museum in the French Quarters. There is live music from local artists, and this is a 2-day weekend festival. At this festival, you can enjoy some New Orleans good cuisine. White Linen Night, August 5th, 2023. The event is scheduled during the first weekend in August. White Linen Night is an evening event that takes place from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is a way for individuals can explore the beautiful artwork in the art district in New Orleans. The event is very elegant and eye-catching. The event is set up with white tables and chairs on the block of Julia Street. You can purchase your choice of drink and food of choice. For example, wine, liquor, and beer. When you are exploring the different types of art galleries, people are enjoying the atmosphere with live music. The other attraction at the event is vendors who will entice your interest along the way. The New Orleans Art District wanted to create a way to bring individuals to the warehouse district, which was unnoticed by the people in the city. With the creation of White Linen Night by the New Orleans Art District Association in the 90s, the event continues year round with the success of the people in the community. After a short break, we will return. We are back. In closing, I hope this information was valuable to my listeners about different kinds of festivals that have something unique to offer someone. Also, why you should consider attending a festival of your choice. And always know each festival has its own history and culture to show the world. One last thing, remember to support local businesses and enjoy the rich culture around you. Thank you for listening to Consulting Between Friends. This podcast is available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts, as well other platforms that are available. So like and subscribe. Need to contact us and leave us a comment? You can find us on Instagram at consulting the letter B friends. Once again, consulting B friends. An email address is consulting the letter B friends at gmail.com. Once again, consulting B friends at gmail.com. Consulting Between Friends now has a merch online store called Podcast Merch Headquarters. This is where you can buy merch to show your support for the podcast. Some items to choose from are t-shirts, tumblers, and hoodies, as well many other things I know you will appreciate. So take the time to review the items in the store. The link will be available in the podcast notes under Podcast Merch Headquarters. Consulting Between Friends appreciates the constant support. It means a lot. If you would like to support the podcast more, you can find me on Patreon at Consulting Be Friends. Once again, at Consulting Be Friends. The link will be in the description. Consulting Between Friends now has a way for listeners to share their feedback about the podcast. The listeners can now share their feedback on Discord. The link will be available in the podcast notes and on the podcast website. Thanks again for the support. If you have an extra minute, it would be greatly appreciated if you could answer a few questions regarding the quality of the podcast. The link will be in the description. Consulting Between Friends. Thanks to everyone for making this possible. The host, Michael Holmes Jr., the producer and content creator, Michael Holmes Jr., the artwork cover, Michael Holmes Jr., original music, a DJ named Slash, references, George Weiner, pioneer of music festivals. Information from downbeat.com, rollingstones.com, npr.org. Festival information. French Quarter Festival, New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, Essence Music Festival, White Linen Night, NewOrleans.com, FestivalNet.com, LouisianaDestinations.com. Special guest Rochelle Goodman Joseph. Content distributor My Producer Podcasts.